Good morning and happy Vlogmas Day 2. I almost said Tuesday, which it is, but it's also Vlogmas Day 2. Chloe went to school this morning. She had a late start, so she didn't have to be there until 10 o'clock, but she ended up driving herself. So that was good. And I got up and started getting a lot of the things done that I need to for sure get done today. A couple of them I didn't get to do yesterday, like my grocery order because of the snow. So I wanted to hurry and jump on that first thing this morning. That way, that could already be in process while I was getting other stuff done here at the house. And then once those orders start to come through, I will just show you as they arrive. That way you can kind of see what our grocery haul is right now, what we're eating. I always find those videos fun. So I hope that you guys do as well. But that has been accomplished. I got my bed made. And then while I was ordering groceries, I had all of my dishes in here drying on the counter. So I went ahead and got all of those put away. Blankets, pillows put back on the couch and in the basket. And I am just feeling really accomplished this early in the morning. So with my grocery haul, you guys have been asking me for so long to do an updated meal plan. And many of you know that I do semester meal planning. I just plain did not have time in the fall to do that. Plus, I knew that I would be doing my December meals through Vlogmas. And so I thought I will just show that during Vlogmas. And then once we get to January, I can show you how I do my semester planning. That way, you guys can kind of see how I go through the process of keeping my sanity through December and meal planning and all of that. You guys, I just hate fast food. I don't like it at all. I think it tastes gross. I think there's tons of trash in it. I think it's way overpriced. And so I try really hard to not have to go that route and have options here that I can grab that are easy, that I know I have the ingredients for. That way I can kind of keep that food out of our home, out of our systems. Having gone through cancer, I just know how all of the grease and the fat and all of that can just really contribute to things returning, inflammation, just all the things that go along with that. And so I am just very intentional about making sure that that is not an option that I need to reach for. Obviously, we travel, we drive through when we're traveling. Life just gets crazy, and you do that once in a while. But I have just found that this process that I use just really kind of helps me, especially in December, because life is crazy. So let me really quick show you the process that I have in place. It's all of the things that I ordered this morning, so you'll be able to see them once they're delivered. And I hope that you can just kind of look at this and figure out a way that you can incorporate it into your lifestyle. This is my meal binder for the month of December. Now, you can also use it in the month of November, but I just find that November isn't quite as chaotic when it comes to parties and events and things that you have to attend or host. It doesn't really pull me away from normal routine like the month of December does. Now, on the front page, you'll see that it says December recipes. Recipes that make eating healthy during the holidays much easier. I will have a link in the description below where you can go and download your own one of these. You'll get the same recipes, the same grocery list, and you can try it out for yourself and see if it works for you. But it just eliminates the need to think about meal planning, think about grocery shopping, the time that that can consume if you're feeling like you have to plan a different meal every day, every week, and it really can just add a significant amount of time to a day or a week that you may not have that much time to give. Now, what I will say is there are 7 recipes here. We eat the same 7 recipes every week for every week of December. And it's fine. My family doesn't care. I don't care. I don't feel like I need to be coming up with different meals, different sides, and having all of this in place and knowing that everything is here that I need. I literally just go to my Instacart app or my Walmart app. I plug in the things here on the grocery list and I call it a day. All of these recipes have the same ingredients, they're just cooked different with different spices, and it is such a game changer and a lifesaver. I have my proteins written down and how many I need, vegetables, canned and sauces, dairy, spices, and oils. And all of these things will give me an entire week of recipes to feed my family. Now, you will see that I have different types of recipes. So, this is a bowl. This is something that is going to be cooked on the stove. This here is also cooked on the stove or in a pan. But then here I have some casserole type style recipes, crock pot recipes. Here is a skillet bake, another crock pot, another casserole, and then here we get into my holiday planning for my Thanksgiving meal and my Christmas meal. We'll go over this in a different video, but in the front, this is where I come to every single day, every single week in the month of December, and it saves my life every single year. It is just so easy to come here, look at this page, knowing that this is exactly what I need to feed my family for the week, and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to look at recipes to see what do I need here? Do I have this? Does this recipe call for this? Do I even have that in my home? It just literally takes the thought process out of it, and it takes me about 5 to 8 minutes to grocery shop. Now, obviously, on this list, you will not find things like toiletries, home goods, different things that we might need for breakfast, different fruits or snacks or things like that. Obviously, that is a separate grocery list. This is only for meal planning for dinner. Now, I don't do lunches because Chloe takes a salad pretty much every day. I eat a salad pretty much every day. And so we are just very much out of that season of life where I'm having to plan 3 meals a day. We do eggs, avocado, oats, cream of wheat, yogurt and granola, and sausage for breakfast. And so those are things that I just always keep in stock that, again, I have on a master list that I just grab and add to cart, and that's it. So, this is the process. I change it up every week. We may have this turkey and pepper chili on Wednesday of this week, and then next week we might have it on a Friday. Or I have this turkey and cabbage skillet bake that we might have on Friday this week and Tuesday next week. You could even do literally the same thing. Have your own hot lunch menu and do the same things every day of every week and do it that way. But I like to change it up just a little bit so that it doesn't feel so repetitive. But I think that you will be really surprised how easy this can transform your meal planning and give you the freedom that you need to not feel like you have to run out, get something fast food, or have something delivered because it's just expensive and not great for you. So, I would love to know in the comments or tag me over on Instagram whether or not you printed this off and if you found that it helped you out, helped your process out, and most of all, if you enjoyed the recipes. So check in the description down below. There will be a link there where you can click, download, and print your own. And I hope you enjoy. Another thing that I need to do today is hang up the lines that we put, try and turn the light on here with my elbow, on my office doors. That is where we hang all of our Christmas cards as they come in. Where is my door? There we go. And I just put a string from the top to the bottom. And as the Christmas cards come in, which they have started coming in, I just tape those to the string. And that way, when you walk in the door, you can see all of the cards there together. Everybody can look at them if they want to. I can see them walking in and out of my office. My family can see them. And it's just a really fun, easy way to display that. In our home, obviously, these doors are glass, and so you can see the back side of the card as well. But I've also done it in homes that we've had where it was just a regular wooden door and you didn't see the back, but you did see the front of the card. And I just think that it is so special to be able to show that. People spend a lot of money on sending cards anymore. And I just hate the idea of them laying in my home in a pile. Nobody gets to see them, nobody gets to look at them. And so this is just a process that has worked for me for years and years. So I'm going to go and grab the supplies that I need to be able to put my ropes in place, and I will show you what that looks like. This is what I use to hang the cards on the door. I have 6 lines of twine, and on the end of each line, I have tied a bell to just give it some weight to be able to pull that down and not ride up and swing everywhere. It just keeps things very straight and secure. And then all that I do is staple each line to the top of my door. But it is so easy and so cost effective and just a really great way to display the cards that people are blessing you with. So I'm going to go ahead, staple these into the door, and then I will show you once I'm finished what they look like. This is how the cards look after I have hung them. And as you can see, you won't even be able to see the string behind once all of the cards get on there. And even when the string is hanging, it's really not that big of a deal because you've got these cute little bells on the end and it just kind of looks like Christmas decor. But up here on the top, I just start from the very top of the strand and I just tape that on there with clear tape. And then as you can see back here, you can see the back side. Again, obviously, this is only if you have a see-through door, but if not, it's not really going to matter what kind of tape you use. And then they just hang up there, and I think they're so cute. I put a piece of rolled tape on the cards that are not just the flat front and back. I don't put it on there tightly. I just stick it there so that it doesn't fly open all of the time, but that you can still get into it if you want to, and it just makes it look a little bit tidier. And then I went ahead and hung these over here on this side, same way, and they will just hang there until they get filled. Now you'll see that I had 2 extra that I had to create last year, and they have a little bit bigger of a bell, but it's the same idea. And those, depending on how many cards we get this year, will go over on the dining room doors, but I never hang those until I actually need them. I know that I will more than likely fill up these 2 doors, but it's always kind of a hit or miss with needing the dining room doors or not, so I never hang them unless we get to that point. But this is the staple gun that I use. I have had it for years. It's from Walmart and it is so easy to use. Daisy absolutely despises it, but other than that, it is great. So I'll put those back in my little baggie where I store them all throughout the year and pop them out if need be. But for right now, we are all ready to start receiving Christmas cards. Many of you have been asking how you can send me a Christmas card, and I absolutely love that. Last year, quite a few of you sent me cards, and I sent one back to you, and it was just really fun to kind of have that back and forth through snail mail that is so exciting this time of year, but with people here on the channel. So I have had a P.O. box since my breast cancer, and it is linked down below in the description. And so you can use that address to send to. But it's just so fun to see your cards, see your families. I always put them here on Vlogmas and show everybody in our community as they come in. I hang them here on my doors, and it's just so much fun. I absolutely love this time of year because that is one of the things that I look the most forward to, is just being able to communicate with you guys, see where you are, see where you live, see what you look like. I recognize a lot of your names as they come in, as people who often respond in my comments. And so it's just so fun to be able to have a name with a face, and it just really warms my heart. And I think it's awesome. So I wanted to touch on that because I've gotten quite a few questions the last couple days as everybody is starting to send out their Christmas cards. So I thought I would hop on here and share that info with you. In other news, my groceries are starting to arrive, and I don't want to do one big, huge grocery haul. So I'm just going to show you them as they come from each store. I ordered from Walmart, Costco, Sprouts, and Aldi. And so I will just show you the contents as they arrive. That way, it's a little bit easier to keep track of what's coming from what store. Sometimes that's important when you're looking for a specific item. But right now I've got Walmart here, so let me quick show you what was in that grocery order. Here is my Sprouts order, and I needed fabric softener. This is the only fabric softener that I use. It's free and clear, doesn't have a bunch of junk in it, and I am just really impressed with it. I got a bunch of broccoli. I got Chloe some burritos for either snack or if she just gets tired of salad for her lunches. She has these as options. These are really good. She likes these better than the Amy's ones. And so I try to keep these on stock for just really quick meals or just to change things up. I got a bunch of onions, some green cabbage, a bunch of zucchini, and then all of my ground chicken for my recipes. We don't really prefer ground turkey, so 9 times out of 10, I go for the ground chicken, and that is Sprouts. All right, Aldi and Costco came at the same time, so I've got them separated here, and then I will just show you what came in which order. This one right here is from Aldi. I needed some new scissors, and these were at a really good price. I needed some for like bathroom, which is the smaller ones, and then wrapping, craft, that type of thing. I needed some larger ones. And so I grabbed these. I also loved the color of them. I got some of this cranberry fizz and spiced apple cider pops, which is kind of like the poppy. We really enjoy it, and these are their seasonal flavors. And then back here, I've got this Bear Glove Old Spice body wash that is for Christian stocking. And then Chloe needed more coffee. We got some mozzarella for all of our recipes, carrots, and all of our chicken. We've got 4 different packages here of that. And then over here, this is what came in the Costco order. I've got bell peppers. And then here are the chicken breast bites that Chloe and I put in our salads. Here's the romaine that I buy. And then we've got some grapes, blueberries, baby tomatoes. We've got our A2 milk. This is the only one I buy. We've got 3 cucumbers, applesauce, and feta cheese. I don't know where Walmart is. I had said before that Walmart was here and I meant Sprouts, but Walmart has not shown up yet, and so I'm not sure. That might or might not make it onto today's vlog. But this is what we have so far. So I was really curious where my Walmart order was, and it's nowhere because I forgot to hit purchase. I looked up on my phone and I was like, I wonder where it is. And I was like, oh, there it is in the cart. So I guess we'll be getting that tomorrow. We'll just add that to tomorrow's vlog. But for today, that is all the groceries that are coming. Today felt like one of those simple but satisfying prep days. Getting the groceries we need for the week, except for Walmart, hanging up the Christmas cards that have arrived, and looking forward to all the others that will soon come in the mail. I love taking time to fill my home with the food that I need to make easy meals during this busy season. Having good, healthy food ready for my family makes the whole week feel calmer and much more manageable. Tomorrow I'll be going through my wrapping closet, working on a candle DIY project, and doing a few other things to continue getting our home ready for Christmas. So I hope that you'll join me for that. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss everything still to come this season. Friends, until next time, remember that this season is about peace, not perfection, and choosing intention in the everyday. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.